There we go. It's snowing. Happy guys. Namaste. God bless. How are all of you? Happy Snowmageddon from here. Every bit. I mean, there's got to be at least uh, over a foot, if not, and still growing. I mean, the plow guy, he just said, screw it. I'm out. I'll see you guys when this stops. It's a losing battle. But hopefully you guys took advantage of today. The Tubi fireplace was lit. I mean, the candles. I mean, it was Christmas music. I'm weird. What can I tell you? It makes me happy. But on that note, my question is, what makes you happy? And if you're not happy, the point is, how can we change that? But I'm going to get right to the quote box tonight in the National Day of. It's going to piss off a lot of people who live up here. It's National Florida Day. I mean, granted, we get a couple of these a year. Whatever situations where we're stuck in our house every day. People in Florida, God bless them if you like that kind of day. But it's perfect for today's National Irish Coffee Day. And to me, I was never a fan of that. I think I jacked down half a pot of black coffee, though, in the process, as you could tell by my adrenaline level here. And it's National Opposite Day. Precisely what that means is it's a fun day of switcheroos. What they're telling you to do is to kind of talk backwards. And it's just, to me, it's just speaking Russian, honestly. But what if you can think that way? What if you can project, you can think in your future all day long? That's called conscious living. And most importantly today, by next October, I'd like to congratulate all the new parents. Because on days like this, for some reason, people start getting happy and they want to make babies, man. So I like to personally congratulate the hundreds, if not thousands, of new babies that are going to be brought in the world. And there's a lot of you out there saying, oh, I wish that was me. I wish I had somebody to play with. Well, it's because of your conscious thinking why you don't have somebody to play with. And I'll get right to that. Because out of the quote box tonight, no problem can be solved from the same level of conscious that created it. And Einstein was brilliant when he quoted that, because it took me years to figure that out. Because your conscious mind, your state of mind, I'll break it down with definition, is basically your creation point, your starting point of everything. So if you were complaining today, I got nobody to play with on a day like today, it's because of your perception, your conscious and constant conscious thinking about someone or having that someone or living in the past. And actually posted a quote about that today too. But what drew this to me today, and you're like, Jared, not another conscious episode. Yeah, because there's more information. There's a lot more information, because I love the fact that I have this amazing power tool. Can't see it, but I have complete control of it. And what I put into it every single day is eventually going to manifest in my life. That's the power that you have as well. The conscious mind, and I'll break it down for you, to be aware of yourself experiencing thoughts, feelings, and sensations, essentially being awake and responsive to the world. A lot of us are living unconsciously. We're basically dealing with the routines every day. Get up, go to work, eat, go to bed, kind of work mantra. But our thought process as well. You want to create the most amazing life. You got to start thinking the most amazing things. You got to start pushing that narrative of yourself constantly, indeed on the outside world with your thoughts and feelings, but most importantly in your inside world and how you feel about it. Because when you hype up, like I jacked down some black coffee as I was today, man, doing my work. When you amp up your emotions about what you truly want and desire, life is going to start showing you that. And if you keep doing it, you're eventually going to attain it. It's basically guaranteed. The universe is precise. It's also precise on what you're thinking about consciously now and always. So if you're always feeling down, if you're always feeling lonely, if you're always feeling lack, if you're never feeling abundance, if you're always complaining, the universe just says, okay, it's a perfect system. Here's your karma. And a lot of us fail to realize that, because we're so in this routine of get up, go to work, eat, go to bed kind of life. It's when you change the pattern. You got to change your conscious thinking about every day to bring about what you want. every day. And that's the hardest part for people because, we've been programmed to do so many things. I mean, snowstorm, what do people do? The last 2 days has been a shit show. Anybody of you, and it's snowing like hell now. And people panicked and they went out there. Imagine you having that kind of fortitude to work on yourself every day. What a different world it will be. What an amazing place you are creating for yourself with that kind of alliance with universal thinking. And it manifesting on a physical plane. The last couple of days, I mean, it's been a nonstop. People just want, they're fearing being home for 24 hours. Oh, isn't that a bitch? I mean, seriously, when something like this happens, indeed, prepare, but don't get scared about it. I mean, people have to go into this panic mode, and any of us, you guys in retail, you understand it. It's been absolutely insane. But the weather people got it right. I give you guys credit. Kudos to all the weather people out there. They've been getting a lot of flack, man, about not predicting the weather, even with all the technology out there. But I'm getting back to what I said. This came to me from a video. I've been listening to it the last couple of days at work. It's from my mentor, and I love this man. I mentioned him a million times here in America's Mentor, Neville Goddard. But Neville Goddard also needed a mentor as well. I mean, think about it. This guy was a young man in New York, a dancer during the Great Depression. Guy didn't have a pot to piss in. Heard about this Ethiopian mystic named Abdullah, if you want to call him that, on 72nd Street. So Neville finally got up the courage to go there, even though Neville was studying the mystics and the teachings and proverbs for the longest time. He still was getting nowhere in life. He finally made the trek over to 72nd Street, and Abdullah welcomed him with open arms. He said, "I'm glad you came. Let's talk about what's going on in your life." He goes, "Well, I'm an unemployed dancer. I'm broke, I'm poor, and I want to go to Barbados and be with my family." He goes, "First off, you're already there." He goes, "What do you mean? You're already in Barbados. You just have to stay there." And he didn't understand what he was talking about. What he was trying to tell Neville at the time, he was saying, look, being conscious where you want to go constantly. And you're eventually going to manifest that. And throughout his teachings over the next couple of weeks, indeed, he did. I mean, it's quite ironic. I mean, well, not ironic, but the thing is, this is what Neville did. He actually listened to what Abdullah was telling him. He started thinking about being in Barbados, the scent of the air, and with his family on the beach and doing this and that. And eventually he got a letter from his brother. He said, "We miss you. Come on down. Here's a one-way ticket to come back on down, first class, the whole 9 years." I mean, this is not happenstance. I mean, this is not so-called miracle. This is him listening to what somebody told him and living in it every day. In essence, his conscious thinking. To be aware of yourself, experiencing thoughts, feelings, and sensations. He said, wait, if I want to be somewhere, I haven't gotten anywhere up here because of my thought process. Let me switch it around to where I really want to be and have and do in life. And guess what? He did. And he had some amazing questions for Neville. And these are the questions you can ask yourself. He asked him, but who are you in consciousness? Indeed. Who are you? What is your constant thoughts every day? What is your feelings every day? What is your sensations? Essentially awake. Are you awake to reality? Or are you dealing with reality on an unconscious level? In other words, get up, go to work, eat, go to bed. Are you living a pattern lifestyle? Basically, we're creatures of habit, indeed. But you can create absolutely new ones. So ask yourself that question. But who are you in consciousness? Most believe they are their circumstances. A lot of us blame life. And indeed, I love that question he gave to Neville. He goes, most believe they are their circumstances, but these are shadows, effects, results of consciousness. Basically, it's your own karma. It's life showing you what you're showing it. And when you start realizing that, you start realizing what your projected thoughts are, you're going to start realizing what you're bringing into your life. He asked the next question, change your relationship with reality. A lot of us now, I don't have anybody to play with. I mean, think of the mentality that brings. The feeling of lack and loss and loneliness can only manifest into more. It's when you change your perception about what you're feeling about every day and your conscious thinking of it. Yeah, we all desire someone. Indeed. So put that as part of your mindset every day. Not in the lack mindset, but of have received that. And you're going to start attracting situations to match that. But the paradox is, what is your conscious thinking about having that person or thing there with you? A lot of you have a lot of scars, man. Out of the quote box number 2 tonight, I posted in my story, you can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rewriting the last one. That's the paradox. People choose their conscious thinking of where they've been instead of where they want to go. You make that assumption that this is changing your habits, man, 101. This is you changing the paradigm of your thinking. You change your paradigm, in essence, your beliefs and your habits and your feelings about what you're thinking about. Life is going to show you more. He also said, stop trying to get something and start being something. When you start being loved and start having all those feelings about being loved and appreciated and all these things in your life, life is going to mirror that. When you start feeling abundance and wealthy and all these aspects of your life, life is going to start showing you that. And I've said it 1,000 times here on over 1,000 shows with America's Mentor in some way. Stop trying to get something. Because when you're trying to get something, you're telling the universe you don't have something. And if the universe mirrors what you're thinking, feeling, acting, and being every day, you will continue to have more lack. It's like attracts like. Like energy attracts like energy. When you understand that, that's when you start changing your paradigm of thinking about what's not here and start bringing it here before it already is. That's powerful, because when you start doing that, you'll start understanding why things aren't coming, why things cannot come, and why things can come. You change your perception of it, your conscious thinking about why something is not here to grasp that it already is. Life is going to show you more of that. You won't have these episodes of lack and not feeling loved and not feeling worthy, because you're already going to embody those feelings. That's a powerful word. You start embodying the true essence of what you truly desire as it's already here, living in the end. Life is going to show you that. Transform the very consciousness that creates reality. This is what hurts. This is the hardest part about people. And there was a famous person, an iconic, deceased famous person, who did just that. He had a problem, though. He was trained for years on one way of thinking, follow, follow, follow. He said, wait, I want to change this. How do I do this? And it's a great lesson for you guys. And I'm going to read it to you. And I'll let you guys enjoy your Sunday, because, I mean, I can go on for hours about this stuff. But you guys get the basic rudiments of what I'm talking about here. You got to change the foundation before you build a new house, man. You got to go deep. Conscious thinking is a powerful aspect of your life. So what are you allowing in? What are you allowing into your conscious thinking, your habitual thoughts every day? That's going to be your pattern of life. So be very careful about what you let in. People are so careful with their money and careful with this, but they forget about the main focal point that brings everything to them. It's your conscious thought. Because that's your energy, that's your cell tower, that's the law of vibration in action. Listen to these words. This is how this person changed from being one person to another and made history in the process. He said, I would look in the mirror and I would say over and over to myself, biggest selling album of all time, and say it over and over. I look in my eyes, and I mean it. I just say the biggest selling album of all time. I wouldn't accept anything unless this was exactly what I wanted. My attitude was, I want the biggest selling album of all time, to break records and do amazing work. That, my friends, which you might know, and I didn't get it all for real. I got it from the actual recording. That was Michael Jackson. That was his voice. I mean, you guys, the same way I'm looking at myself here in the camera is the same way you should be looking at yourself in the mirror every morning as you're getting ready. You change the habits of what you say to yourself. You're going to start bringing better things to yourself. He changed the world just by changing himself. You guys have the ability to change your world by changing yourself. But you have to understand what's going on inside. your conscious thinking. If something is not there, it's because you're mentally blocking it from being there from your past thinking that you can't get rid of. This is how you change it. It's called repetition. And I say it a million times here at America's Mentor. Repetition is the key, because all you're doing is just rethinking what you want to bring to you. You keep doing it every day. Be persistent. Just like you were nuts about getting food for this snowstorm, man. You should become nuts about changing your mindset, because changing your mindset is going to create, in essence, a new lifestyle. So happy Sunday to you guys. Time for me to eat, man. I'm not even stepping out of this shit until tomorrow morning. I'm going to go in late for work. Got to be over a foot, probably a foot and a half now the way it's going. I'm just watching the cars. Be safe. I see Meatballs trying to get in and out of the parking lot. They're getting stuck on the hill, and the plow guy's like, "What are you doing, Meatball? Don't stay home, man. Enjoy. Light some candles. Make some coffee. Enjoy the other half." And again, congratulations to the hundreds, if not thousands, of new parents out there, because they're taking advantage of this stuff. Take advantage of it in your own way, guys. America's Mentor _radio on Instagram. # America's Mentor on YouTube. Much love for the follows, and on Instagram as well, guys. Enjoy your Sunday. Remember, no problem can be solved from the same level of conscious that created it. If shit's hitting the fan, what are you throwing at it? Enjoy your Sunday, guys. I'll talk to you soon, man.